And this happened to be the first demonstration farm. It was established in May. We actually started with land preparation. The plowing was done. After 2 weeks to 3 weeks, we came in with pre-weed control. We sprayed glyphosate, and we left it for another 2 weeks. So immediately we harrowed. Same day we harrowed, we reached, in order not to waste time. And here we worked with 4 improved varieties of cassava. The first variety is TME 419. The second one is TMS 0581. The third one is TMS 0505. And the fourth one is TMS 3572. Where we are standing presently is the first log and the first plot. Here the land, I said, is 100 meter by 100 meter, but it's been demarcated into 2. The larger part is 75 meter, where we have the mono cropping, and the part of the 25 meter we have the intercrop, cassava with maize. Here I will first talk about the mono area, the monocropping area. Here at the monocropping area we have 2 blocks, and they are being replicated. Here we have 4 varieties inside. Within the block we have 4 plots. Up together here, the 100 meter by 75 meter, we have 16 plots altogether, and each of the plots are 25 meter by 18.75 meter, having 19 ridges within. And there the cassava, actually we worked with the layout sent to us by Dr. Okechukwu, where the cassava has been randomly allocated to each plot. And we planted, the planting material we use, of course, cassava stem cuttings. We use free LD stem cuttings. That is not this is free, well cut, and it's in good condition. We planted using different spacing. The spacing used in the monocropping is 1 meter by 0.8 meter. And the stem, we want to talk about the stem cuttings. The length of the stem cutting is just 20 centimeters. You should just ensure that it has 5 to 7 nodes that are viable. These planting materials are unbruised. They are in good condition. And we planted on the 7th of May. After planting, we came in with spraying the first weed control, which we spray the pre-emergence. And the active ingredients of that is the atrazine and metallochrome. This we sprayed 4 liters per hectare. After spraying, after 2 weeks, we came in we did the establishment count to discover the number of missing stands. Because there's no way you will plant. Some stem cuttings will still refuse to sprout, and you come in to replace in order to maximize the land and have the number of plant population required. And after 2 weeks that the establishment count was done, we supplied. We replaced the missing stands. And after we applied, the 4th week, we came back we carried out the second establishment count. All the same, we still have some missing stands, and which we supplied again. We supplied. And after 8 weeks, after planting, we applied fertilizer, NPK, 12, 17 was applied. 5 grams was applied per stand. and the method is by band application. So there we used 62 kg of fertilizer per hectare. This continued within the varieties, the plots, and gradually, of course, the same time we planted the mono, we planted the intercrop portion. There we mixed with we have 3 varieties there. Like I told you, we have 4 in the mono, but the intercrop is being partitioned into 3 equal size, and that has to be, the size is 33.3 meter by 25 meters each. So there we have 2 varieties of cassava, the TME 419 in one portion and in another portion, making 2 portions. So the third portion we planted TMS 3572, and there we used 2 different spacing. I told you here for the mono only 1 meter by 0.8 meter, but in the intercrop we used 2 spacing, the 1 meter by 0.8 meter and 1 meter by 0.5 meter for the intercrop. So when we get there, you'll see for the first TME 419 we use 1 meter by 0.8 meter, and the second one 1 meter by 0.5 meter to compare the effect. Yes, the performance. So there we apply, for maize, after 2 weeks, we applied the first dose of fertilizer, NPK 1515. So 15 grams was applied per stand, and the method is by side placement. The form is bucket application there. And it continued. At 5 weeks, we came back to apply the second dose of fertilizer, which is urea. And this, of course, the urea is, we applied 7.5 grams per stand. And after that, we came into weed. Of course, we did weeding, but not so much, but we still came into weed to make sure that rodents do not attack the crops. So, and where we are presently, it's this demonstration farm is 4 months to tell you that the maize are already matured as at 3 months.
Yes.
So to say that any farmer that owns 1 hectare of a farm like this, we at least make like 50,000 from selling the fresh maize and use that to maintain the farm till like 9 to 12 months. So now I want to let you know that we are still continuing because of this training. We decided not to harvest the maize. You will see it there, and we noticed that there's a particular variety among these improved variety of cassava that has disease, cassava mosaic. Okay. It's so common, and that is TMS 3572.